With President Biden touting the latest employment numbers, we're taking a look at local job recovery in Eastern Washington, now back to pre-pandemic levels with a catch. Plus, we are seeing triple digits in most of the area tonight, with more on the way. We've got the details coming up in your first alert forecast. And tonight, we're hearing from investigators after a 74-year-old woman was found dead in a Benton County jail cell early this morning.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Several fire agencies in and around Benton County responded to a wildfire that broke out late this morning on South 9 Canyon Road. Despite the fire being in a remote area, officials tell us they met a lot of challenges. The fire began just after 11 a.m. this morning. With the dry, hot weather and fairly breezy conditions up there in the hills, the flames were able to spread and grow rapidly. This is also due to the extremely dry vegetation. Near where the fire broke out are several wind turbines, and while these are powered up, it causes a big challenge for fire crews, as air support most likely would not be available. Officials said it was just too risky to try and get aircraft around those windmills. 9 Canyon Road was also shut down end to end so that fire crews could battle the flames. Fire officials say the main threat of the fire is out this evening, but crews will remain on the scene to monitor hotspots. And around the same time, firefighters in Franklin County responded to this fire out in the fields northeast of Pasco. This was just off Pasco-Colotis Road. Crews were able to get this one under control fairly quickly, but because of where this fire was burning, there was a lot less wind here. You can see, though, it was burning pretty close to power lines there. And firefighters in both of those situations were dealing with temperatures on their way up even early in the afternoon. Taking a look right now at where the current temperatures are sitting, we are over 100 degrees in most of the area. Hermiston, the hotspot, at 104, 102 in the Tri-Cities and Prosser. Jason Valentine joins us now with a look at what to expect for the rest of this evening.
Good Thursday evening, everyone, and my goodness, I hope you are staying cool. We're going to cool off a bit in our overnight period. Quite a bit of sunshine continues, but as we get into tomorrow, we might lose 1 degree or so as we're going to remain very, very hot, and we're in a weather alert today. We're in a weather alert tomorrow for these dangerous conditions. Again, I hope you've been able to find a way to beat the heat. You're going to have to for the next couple of days at least. So let's talk about that alert day. Again, today and tomorrow, extreme heat, all of our areas. Even Ellensburg in the upper 90s. Most of our other areas are right around those triple digits, and it's through tomorrow. Those we get to our weekend, we're really not cooling off that much from what we're seeing today and tomorrow. Looks like our relief will come by the beginning of our next work week. Can't wait to tell you all about that and get you ready for your weekend. That's coming up, but for right now, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. New numbers released today show about 9,000 fewer Americans applied for unemployment benefits last week compared to the week before, and it's similar to the 1-month average. Unemployment is still extremely low at just over 3.5%, something that President Biden highlighted today on a visit to Philadelphia.
The share of working-age Americans in the workforce is as high as it's been in 20 years, including during every single day under my predecessor. And folks, it's not an accident. It's my economic plan in action.
ABC's Faith Abube reports the president was in Philadelphia highlighting the creation of a new ship that's intended to help build offshore wind turbines.
The massive project, employing more than 1,000 union workers and estimated to have an economic impact of $125 million every year. The announcement coming just one day after the Biden administration also revealed a crackdown on companies that charge consumers hidden fees.
Folks are tired of being played for suckers.
The president proposing new action to address junk fees in areas like rental housing, air travel, concerts, and healthcare. The administration also laying out new guidelines for corporate mergers as they push Bidenomics.
Bidenomics is about increasing competition, not stifling competition. When companies have to compete, it means lower prices, fair wages, and more innovation.
Critics fear the administration's regulatory efforts could backfire and leave the economy worse off. But Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen telling Bloomberg TV that the economy is on a good path. Data shows decreasing inflation and a historic low unemployment rate.
Our labor market continues to be quite strong. I don't expect a recession.
Still, despite a robust jobs market and other improving economic indicators, polls show a significant number of Americans remain skeptical about President Biden's handling of the economy. A new Monmouth University national poll published on Wednesday found that President Biden's approval rating on tackling inflation is at 34%, while on jobs and unemployment, he has a 47% approval rating. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Now, regional labor economists say overall, the job market in Yakima County has bounced back from pandemic-related layoffs. The county lost 4,300 jobs during the pandemic. But the good news is now there's 1,600 more jobs than pre-pandemic levels. Unemployment was also at the second lowest it's ever been last year at 6.4%. Plus, big growth in healthcare. All good news. The bad news here, though, industries like manufacturing, wholesale trade, and state government still below pre-pandemic levels. The labor force is stagnant and the job growth rate is slowing down.
Are we still adding jobs? Yes. But are we adding jobs at a declining rate? Yes. So that's, I think, an area of concern.
Economists say the positives do outweigh the negatives overall, but it's still a mixed bag and one that could easily change over the next 3 to 6 months. Home prices continue to fall in June compared to a year ago, although they are still some of the highest that we've seen in decades. Inventory of homes on the market is still historically low, as current homeowners are refusing to sell and they're hunkering down with their ultra-low mortgage rates. Sales of existing homes were down more than 3% from May to June, and June is typically one of the busiest months of the year for home sales. This year, though, the sales pace was similar to what we see in the depths of winter. Now, we know the Seattle area has a housing crisis. It has for years, but now activists are blocking new construction because it would require cutting down an enormous cedar tree.
Activists are now not let anyone kill this.
Activists are now living in the tree, which is believed to be well over a century old, and they're hoping that will be enough to stop crews from moving in.
And we will not let anyone kill this tree.
Right now, legally, they're allowed to cut it down as early as Friday, which obviously will be really tragic if they try, considering that there's human beings up there.
Now, 2 tree removal companies have reportedly backed out of plans to take the tree down, and the Seattle Times reports the development company trying to build an apartment building here got approval to remove the tree, but they didn't follow all of the proper steps intended to protect old growth trees like this one. Today, a Florida jury awarded $800,000 in damages to a child who was seriously burned by a chicken McNugget. The child was just 4 when the nugget fell on her lap in 2019, leaving her with second-degree burns. The mom said McDonald's never warned her that the nuggets might be unusually hot, and a different jury found McDonald's liable for the injury. Lawyers for the family had originally asked for $15 million in damages. Looking locally tonight, the Benton County Sheriff's Office is investigating after a 74-year-old woman died in its custody while in her jail cell. Authorities identified the woman as Mary Ann Blasutti. She was arrested last night on suspicion of an assault domestic violence charge. Just after 3:30 this morning, during what authorities say was a routine check, Blasutti was found dead in her cell. An ambulance was called to the correction center, but authorities say they couldn't save her life. Lieutenant Joshua Combs with the Benton County Sheriff's Office says while there was no sign of suicide, drug use, or foul play, her death remains under investigation.
Certainly older folks are more prone to die of natural causes, and we don't know at this point that that is what she died of. There's just no indication that it was anything other than that. But, the majority of the jail population is younger, and so they're a lot more prone to die from suicide or drugs, things of those natures.
Authorities say Blasutti had no prior arrests on her record and reported no medical concerns, health conditions, or history of drug or alcohol use. Her body was taken to the Benton County Coroner's Office for an autopsy. Extreme weather is making national headlines tonight, from excessive heat in the south and the west to a flash flood emergency in parts of Kentucky, and then a tornado tearing through a town in North Carolina, causing widespread damage. ABC's Morgan Norwood is tracking the results.
Oh my God, dude!
After a powerful tornado ripped through several North Carolina towns, leaving a trail of destruction for more than 16 miles, residents now facing a massive cleanup. The EF3 twister slamming into Rocky Mount, packing winds of up to 150 miles per hour.
There are several buildings with roofs ripped off.
This Pfizer manufacturing facility destroyed. In a statement, the company saying, quote, "We are assessing the situation to determine the impact on production." In nearby Dorchester, North Carolina, this video showing the moment a tornado sliced through a mobile home park. Residents in the disaster zone distraught.
I don't have anything to rebuild with. I mean, this is it. Everything I had was put into this home.
The record-setting heat helping fuel the severe weather. In Arizona, the dangerous and deadly extreme heat showing no signs of lifting. Phoenix now in its third week of temps above 110 degrees. Officials recording 18 heat-related deaths.
Heat stroke, in which the body just begins to literally shut down on its systems. You need more fluid in this type of heat.
In Florida, air and ocean temperatures breaking records too. Officials in South Florida passing a preliminary measure to adopt heat standards for workers after the death of Efrain Lopez Garcia. And in Southwest Kentucky, a state of emergency from flash flooding after nearly a foot of rain fell in 24 hours. And more than 68 million Americans on alert for severe weather. We're talking about from Denver to central Oklahoma. And the main threat there will be destructive winds, hail, and an isolated tornado. A similar story from Michigan to South Carolina with the risk for flash flooding. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Now, despite the heat, it doesn't seem to stop a lot of people from heading out to bask in the sun. That is why this is the perfect time of year to check your skin and your risk for skin cancer. This morning, Destination Healthy Skin made a pit stop in Kennewick offering free skin cancer screenings. Kennewick dermatologist Dr. Sidney Smith donated his time to check on walk-in patients. He says screenings like this can help find skin cancer early, and beating it is all about the timing.
Skin cancer is not, oh, that's just a skin thing. Actually, it's very deadly. So that's why it's important that we catch it early. And that's where these free skin cancer screenings come in to play, where we can help the community and help them find the skin cancers early, get them treated before they cause deleterious effects.
Dr. Smith says there were 5 positive screenings this morning that they managed to catch. He says the way to help protect yourself is to wear sunscreen every day of the year. And you are definitely going to need the sunscreen out there. Even this evening, taking a look outside, it is very, very sunny. It is very, very hot. We are tracking triple digits and more to come. That's coming up in your first alert forecast. And still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're taking you to the annual West Valley Fair, looking ahead to some of the competitions that you can expect.
We're all here to talk about her.
Hello. We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with US Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line.
I guess we don't need that fourth line.
This is awkward.
US Cellular, built for us.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Saddle up and head over to Horse Heaven Saloon in Prosser, a family-owned and operated business in the heart of America's Hop Valley. Come experience in-house brewed craft beer, fresh and unique foods, and much more. It's all waiting for you at the Horse Heaven Saloon in historic downtown Prosser.
Sweetie pie?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm afraid this closet is full. Do you really need all of these shirts?
I was waiting until I could fit into them again.
And how's that going?
Well, not so well.
This closet isn't getting any bigger. How about we make some space?
I guess I could pick a few out and
Good.
Donate them to Goodwill.
Your donations to Goodwill support our local Employment Connection Center, a free walk-in job search assistance program.
Good job. Goodwill.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $600 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk. US Cellular, built for us.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 14th through 20th.
Today, more than 1,000 scientists and engineers gathered at PNNL's Discovery Hall for TechFest 2023. This is a chance for professionals from high-tech agencies to share their ideas and research. Google had the chance to show off its new powerful tool called Google Earth Engine that allows scientists at PNNL to analyze and visualize large-scale environmental changes like climate change and other things like urbanization.
Three of our major partners here are Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, and all three brought teams in to be a part of TechFest this year and have hosted some of our technical workshops. You'll notice inside we've got the Google Earth Wall, and this is just demonstrating some of their latest technology in kind of rendering Earth in all kinds of different dimensions.
PNNL says with the help of the latest technology, scientists and researchers can analyze large data sets more efficiently, which leads to faster and more accurate results. The 71st annual West Valley Fair is happening in Wiley City this weekend. About 100 kids are showing off their skills with the animals. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us after months of hard work on their projects, this is finally the kids' chance to shine.
The kids are as young as 6 years old, going all the way up to high school age, and they're not just from here in Wiley City, but from around the Upper Yakima Valley. They're showing cows, sheep, goats, rabbits, and pigs, and the competition is about 50% how the animals look and 50% how well the kids have groomed and trained them. Organizers say it's definitely a family event, especially for Christy Boycell, whose grandfather helped start the West Valley Fair more than 70 years ago.
Obviously made an impression on me when I was younger that was what we were going to do, and that's what we do. And our kids are 4th generation showing. The youngest is 26, but her 5-year-old in 2 years will start showing, so we will be 5th generation then.
Saturday is the big day to come out because there's a parade in the morning happening through Wiley City and then a pancake breakfast fundraiser put on by Kiwanis Club, with most of the proceeds going back to West Valley Fair to make sure it can continue happening for years to come. Reporting in Wiley City, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. And today, the Tri-Cities Food Bank received a donation of tickets from the Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo. The Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo kicked off its 75th anniversary celebration in partnership with McCurley Mazda. It's called 75 for 75. The goal is to give 75 tickets to nonprofit organizations across Benton and Franklin County. The Tri-Cities Food Bank in Kennewick was one of those nonprofits that received annual tickets for the Benton Franklin Fair. As we all know, food banks are crucial to our community.
Food Bank with 75 tickets to the 75th annual Benton Franklin Fair. So there you go.
60% of the people that we feed are children. So I think that's important that everyone remember.
Now, Meadows says food banks and volunteers play a vital role in our community by ensuring that everyone has access to nutritious food and that no one goes hungry.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Good Thursday evening, everyone. Again, hope you've had a nice day so far and been able to stay cool. It is an alert day, so is tomorrow. Extreme heat, all of our areas, and we're going to be less 1 degree into tomorrow. So again, more heat on the way. Heat wave returns. Our friend, the high pressure system, it is slowly moving to the east, but we do have a heat dome, and we are at the extreme end of it. And that is going to continue into tomorrow and really for our weekend, though it will be less hot than we're seeing today and tomorrow. So this is for the Tri-Cities. We are 10 degrees above our average today and more or less tomorrow, and then a slow decrease into our weekend. By the time we get to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, though, we will be, for all of our areas, below our averages. So mid to upper 80s, lower 90s. So we do have relief on the way from this heat. It's just going to take a little bit to get there. So folks, some tips when we see this extreme heat. Early morning walks for our four-legged friends before the asphalt gets too hot for their feet. Keep your kids and yourself hydrated. If you are working outside, take precautions, find some shade, drink that water. And if you do have some elderly friends or family, do check in on them, see if how they're dealing with the heat. So wind outlook, we are looking at winds again today from the north-northwest. but we'll be seeing that switch from the south-southwest and southwest into our weekend. We'll see winds around 10 miles per hour for our weekend, but this northerly winds are bringing in, again, a little bit of smoke. So we're seeing some smoke mostly into the upper elevations, and as we get into tomorrow, it's going to switch as it's going to come from the southwest. So hopefully that will blow the smoke out. And again, if you do see the smoke, it will most likely be in the form of haze. For our futurecast, we are looking at more sunshine or maybe hazy sunshine, and we're going to be staying sunny into the weekend, if not into our next work week. Folks, it is going to be gorgeous. It's just going to be hot. We're just off of the record for today, 104 for the Tri-Cities, expected 3 degrees off of that. Again, 10 degrees above our average. 10 degrees above our average as well for Yakima, 101. Again, just off of our all-time high by 3 degrees. Also, our golf forecast, my goodness, if you are outside golfing, do try to maybe keep it to 9 holes. It is going to be very hot today, tomorrow, Saturday, maybe Sunday. Better chance will be early next week as we get back to those lower 90s and upper 80s. Overnight tonight, we are in pretty much the 60s, 70 for Tri-Cities, so very warm overnight. Clear skies continue into our Friday to start our weekend. Triple digits across the board, save for Toppenish, Pendleton, and Ellensburg. So 7-day forecast. We continue to have that alert day tomorrow, 102 for the Tri-Cities, and then down to those lower 90s as we get into our next work week. So a little bit of relief is on the way. More sunshine is on the way. For Yakima, alert day is tomorrow. And again, we're going to be at 96 Saturday, upper 80s for Monday through Wednesday. So take all precautions you can. Find ways, just like you did today, to stay cool. Tomorrow, not as much relief as we're hoping for this weekend, but relief is on the way early next week. Hope you stay safe out there, everyone.
Thanks, Jason. And up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're showing you one of the unusual effects of the extreme heat we're seeing nationwide, how it's impacting orchards in Nevada. That's next.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trailsport and the Ridgeline. Built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
We gave a real chef an expensive cocktail dress to wear to work, to prove that Electrolux with Smart Boost technology offers the most effective stain removal. Because unlike other washers, only Smart Boost pre-mixes water and detergent for the best wash possible. There's clean, and then there's Electrolux Clean.
Pay no interest when paid in full in 12 months at Fred's Appliance.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Get your new appliance today.
Summer fun means more time outside. It also means more of the outdoors on your floors. Sand, snow, spills, pets, and kids. Great Floors has the perfect flooring for your life. Choose from a large selection of gorgeous flooring built to last in every season. In July, shop exclusive savings on Mohawk Redwood and Paradigm waterproof flooring. Plus 12-month 0% financing. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
you're getting a $1,000 check for Dayspring Ministries.
Knowing that you're helping someone else, and that you're making a difference in their life. She's like my hero.
Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
Welcome back and check this out. Extreme heat in Nevada has gotten so bad it's starting to sunburn fruit and vegetables. Basically, like we saw with the Walla Walla sweet onions during the heat dome a few years ago, apples are cooking on the tree. Now, growers say they can do some pruning to give the fruit more shade, but it will lower their overall yield. We're talking triple digits in your local First Alert forecast. We'll take one final check on that next.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore.
Yes, it is. Wait, guys, the Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay. Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already. Marketers are the worst.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Tonight, former President Trump now facing a possible third indictment where the historic legal cases stand. Plus, record heat fueling a new round of storms. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
You get a lot of things out of your vehicle, but one thing you shouldn't get is disappointment. At McCurley, our expert technicians are here to make sure you get the most adventures and memories out of every mile.
Find your way home in a new Chevrolet from McCurley Chevrolet.
Make your outdoor grilling experience one to remember at your locally owned Ace Hardware, where you'll find top brands like Traeger and Weber. Our friendly neighborhood experts will help you find everything you need, including the right fuel to light your fire. We've got a large selection of accessories like covers and utensils, rubs and sauces, and everything you need to enjoy your outdoor space. So come see us at Ace. With service so good, it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
Well, when you get up into the hills around the Tri-Cities, you could really see how much smoke is in the air. Now, even though air quality is still considered good across our area, the smoke doesn't look very pretty, and it's also very hot out there with temperatures in the triple digits for most of our areas. Jason Valentine has a look at what to expect tomorrow.
All right, let's get you ready for tomorrow, your Friday. Again, another alert day from us. So we're looking at more sunshine. Yakima, right around that triple digit, could even see upper 90s. For the Tri-Cities area, right around 102. Again, light winds, plenty of sunshine. We'll see winds pick up slightly as we get into our weekend, around 10-mile-per-hour winds at times. Ellensburg, upper 90s today, will be in the lower 90s tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine. And in the Walla Walla area, we're right in the triple digits to 99 range. So as we get into our weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we look to be mostly in the mid to upper 90s, maybe even some lower 90s as we get to Sunday. But as we get to Monday and the beginning of our next work week, we'll be in those lower 90s to upper 80s. So folks, Tomorrow's another alert day. Please find ways to stay cool, and I hope you have a wonderful Thursday evening, everyone. Enjoy.